be set about right there. There we go. Wonderful. How's everybody doing? Yeah. It's Dixon's birthday, you know. I think he just turned a big 3-0, you know. He's yeah, maybe the second. If any of you were at the Whispering Beard this year know it was awful hot and humid on some of the days. But not for too long, just, you know, during the heat of the day. But everybody had a way of coping with that. And my buddy was making mention of the fact that the women were especially beautiful this year. And they were walking by and Steve's going, whoa! And then he did it again. I said, you know, you're writing me a song. He says, what's that? And I said, well, there's nothing better than a woman makes me go, whoa, whoa. And there's nothing worse than a woman that gives me, whoa, whoa. There's nothing better than a good woman's smile. Nothing better than a woman makes me go, whoa, whoa. Talking about how some of them actually do things for you. How his wife took him out for dinner the other night. And I said, wow. Well, there's nothing better than a woman spends a little dough. There's nothing worse than a woman who spends my dough. There's nothing better than a good woman's smile. Nothing better than a woman spends a little dough. Go, whoa, whoa, and there's nothing worse than a woman. She gives me, whoa, whoa, and there's nothing better than a good woman's smile. Nothing better than a woman makes me go, whoa, whoa, and nothing better than a woman makes me go, whoa, whoa. I think she makes me go, whoa. We're going to write a couple of other verses. We're gonna do some other weird shit with it. Okay. This is an audience participation song because I know there's a lot of really good musicians out there. You guys will figure out your part, I think, right near the beginning of the song. But this is one of them story songs. It's one that you don't hear very often, but you do. It's a story of heartache and loss, you know, and then redemption. So we got heartache, loss, and then redemption. Remember that. Because during the song, it gets a little sad at first, and then it gets better. And it goes a little bit like this. It's all based on a trip to the friendly neighborhood grocery store. Grocery store today. Spent a little time in the produce aisle. A young lady, she come walking my way. She started grabbing cucumbers. I said, that sure is a lot of cucumbers you got there. And she looked at me, she said, mind your own business. And I said, well, no, it's not like it's really a pickup line or anything. I was just saying. And she said, mind your own business. I said, well, you know, I could go stand by the pineapples if it'll make you feel better. And she said, mind your own business. I said, well, maybe I'd be better off down by the avocados. She said, mind your own business. I said, well, it's been nice talking to you. And she still said, mind your own business. I said, well, I guess I'll be seeing you around. And she said, mind your own business. So I kind of went and grabbed one of them little grocery carts because I didn't want to get too much now. I just want to get out of there, you know. And as I grabbed it, I said out loud, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I said, man, I got an itchy butt. The girl there behind the counter, she started laughing, you know, checkout counter. And I just walked off and started getting my groceries and felt around my pocket. I had a coupon. It was a coupon for Campbell's soup. I could get me 2 cans, you know. So I walked down the aisle and thinking about it. I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna get me a can of chicken with noodles for that ordinary meal. But then I want this chicken with stars when I want a special feel, you know. Oh yeah, you gotta be high class about it, you know. So I went back up front and I was getting ready to check out, and the girl looks at me and she's got a little grin on her face. She says, so how itchy is it? And I said, mind your own business. And she said, no, like you gotta grab a loofah and scrub it or something. I said, mind your own business. And she said, oh, I see you got some soup. How soupy you gonna make it? Gonna add some water to it? Mind your own business. Gonna have it with somebody or y'all by yourself tonight? I said, mind your own business. You know, and I paid her and I went on out to the lot, and I felt kind of bad because she didn't start at all. It was that other one. And I put all the groceries in the car and got ready and pulled out a lot and headed on down the street. And right up ahead on the right, there's this car broke down. Got the lights flashing. I thought, okay, I'll pull in real nice and slow behind here and get out and see if I can help them out. Walked up there to the window. I said, hey, can I give you a lift here or something? They rolled the window down. You know what they said? Mind your own business. No, really, I mean, I could change a tire for you or jump the battery. Mind your own business. Oh, it's you. Hi. We talked before. I just want to give you a lift or whatever. Mind your own business. Okay, well, it's been nice talking to you again. You know what she still said? Mind your own business. So I guess I'll be seeing you around, huh? She said, mind your own business. So I got back in the car and I drove off down the street, and I thought, you know, I can't go home yet. And right up ahead I saw a church festival off to the right. I pulled in and parked and I went in there and I was walking around for hours. My hands are full of Kewpie dolls and just kind of walking around the flashing lights, and I spotted the food booth. So I walked over there and took a look inside, and right there, right in the middle of the food booth, there's this beautiful cucumber salad. There was, really. And I said, hey, I'd like to get a little cucumber salad. The girl turns around, she looks at me and she goes, mind your own business. I said, no, really, it is my business. I'm a little bit hungry. I'd like to get some cucumber salad. She says, mind your own business. I said, oh, come on, it looks pretty good. Did you make that? I'm really hungry. I just want a little sample. Mind your own business. Come on, we got history. We talked, you know. You should treat me a little better than this. She says, mind your own business. I said, all right, I guess I'll be seeing you around, huh? And she said, mind your own business. I was feeling kind of down, you know, and started walking off. And I felt this hand on my shoulder. I turned around. There's that girl from the checkout counter. She's holding 2 cucumber salads. She said, would you like a little cucumber salad? You know what I said? Hell yes, darling. Because this is my song, and it's going to have a happy ending. And if you don't like it, mind your own business. So you guys like story songs, huh? Oh gosh, that's funny. I'll tell you a story. There was I don't know if you ever heard my song "Lay Your Burden Down." I love it. That came from a breakup with not a very nice girlfriend, but it still kind of upset me. But you have to mind your own business with her? I can by now, but back then my buddies were laughing. They said like, "We're gonna nail you, man." I said, "Okay." So I wrote "Lay Your Burden Down," which was the get rid of the stress after the breakup and drive home, right? Yeah, that was what that was all about. But I told them, I said, I wrote old Girlfriend, and they never heard that. And this is about her, and it goes like this. I saw old girlfriend, she was painting outside. She had her back to me, sweating in the sun. And I can remember when I'd take precious time, I'd sneak up and I'd sit by her paint bucket, and then she'd jump and she'd kiss me and she'd say, "You." But those were old good times. I drove past old girlfriend, and I was dreaming inside. She cook and clean, come party half the night. She had her buzz tied on, and she was knocking shots back. Stuck her hands in my pockets, said, "I'm good in the rack." And I can remember I'd walk her home slow, help her stumble along. Then she'd strip and sing real slow. She'd say, "I wanna be loved, I wanna feel safe, but I'm really wasted, let's see what takes place." Start out gently, start out slow. Stay all night, baby, and just don't go. Saw old girlfriend, she was drinking whiskey, and she'd finished half a bottle, and now looking for me. And I can remember, and she had her share of demon crack and OxyContin pills. She had her back to me, and she's lying about all her ills. And I can remember when she'd lay down a sick wreck. She'd retch and she'd cough, and then she'd say, "Can we go to the bar, yeah?" And then she'd say, "I wanna be loved, I wanna feel safe, but I'm really wasted, let's see what takes place." Start out gently and start out slow, but stay all night, baby, and just don't go. But I told her, you know, I don't feel loved and I don't feel safe. I'm not really wasted, I know what takes place. I'll start out gently and I'll start out slow, but I'm not staying tonight, baby, I just wanna go.